This podcast is dedicated to the Iraqi liturgy for Purim, Iraqi Jewish songs and poems for Purim. The first one was written by an author named Shlomo and has 5 stanzas, one for each letter of the name Shlomo, Shin Lamed Mem Hey, and the last one Hazek. So Shlomo, Hazak, may Shlomo be strong. The first stanza reads: Simeni rosh al kol oivai v'utsamecheni kimei Mordechai ben Yair el Hanun v'choneni. Make me a leader to my enemies and make me rejoice like the time of Mordechai ben Yair. The refrain is Mahot imheu le'edom hakewaim al banim, smite Edom and annihilate him completely. It's very probable that this poem, although it's part of the Iraqi tradition, was written by someone who lived in Christendom, because the reference to Edom is usually Christian Rome or Catholic Rome. The tune is as follows: Simeni rosh ala kol oyevai utsamecheni kimei Mordechai ben Yair el Hanun v'choneni mahot imacheu le'edom hakewaim al banim. Is in the style of the Salihot and the Makam also, that is very common on the Salihot on the high holidays, which is Husseini. The second stanza: Libashta malchut la'adasa v'hitzaltani bekum haman ha'agagi ketanin levale'ini. You dressed Hadasa, which is Esther, with royalty, and you have saved me when Haman rose as a serpent to swallow me. And in this stanza, a reference to the fact that Esther was transformed from a simple girl to a queen, and thus was able to speak to Ahasuerus. Libashta malchut la'adasa v'hitzaltani bekum haman ha'agagi ketanin levale'ini mahot imacheu le'edom hakewaim al banim. In general, we feel that the tune is much more solemn than the Purim songs that we know today. It focuses more on the delivery from annihilation. In this and the next stanza, we have the conclusion of the verse is by text from the Hallel. You have sent your spirit from above and you saved me. Hashem afflicted me but did not let me die. Haman hashav le'abedeni u'lashmideni dachod dechitani linpol va'adonai azarani. Haman planned to annihilate me. I almost fell and stumbled and fell, but God helped me. Mima romaru wahasha وتوشعيني يا سري سيراني يا لا ما بتلوني تناني محو تمحي ولدوم أكي مع الباني هامان حشم لأبدني ولا شميدني دحود حيتاني لنبول وظون يعذراني محوتي محي ولدو مكي وإم عالباني حازق لمعبدك كي قدم وآمصني بزخد يتحق عقدك هاشبني عالكاني محوتي محيو לדומק ומעל בנים. The last stanza reads, strengthen me as before and give me power in the merit of Yitzhak, the one who was bound before you, restore me to my old glory. And that also for me is an indication that it was written by someone who lived in Christian Europe, because of the emphasis on the Akedah, on the binding of Yitzhak, which was a main motif in the liturgy after the Crusades. The next piyut poem was written by an Babylonian Hacham, Ezra ben Sasson, probably in the 17th or 18th century. It is called the Ezer Mitzarai Hayita, also in Makam Husseini. It's a longer one. I'm not going to say the whole thing. And basically, the first 5 stanzas recap the Megillah, and the next 3 speak about the practices and commandments of the day, reading the Megillah, have a feast, etc., giving matanot to the poor, and the last 2 ones pray for the future redemption. So I'm going to read the first 2 ones. عزر ميتساراي أيتا ستري أمجينياتا هيلي جويل جماعتا شير شير حادش تيم حيد خير عملك شيم خيط قادش زخرتي يميم مقدم عيت أمرو بون خيدم بلا خامي يجيدم أشير شير حادش تيم حيد خير عملك شيم خيط قادش. There is also a poem that I never heard being sung. המשחק בקובייה מכתות תריה ואחריתו שאייה יקולל בשערים. He who gambles will be punished, will lose his money, etc. There's a whole story about that, and it seems that that poem stems from a practice that on Purim people would play cards, and the rabbis in the 1700s, the rabbis of Baghdad, wrote a decree calling people to forbid completely card games and gambling, and they had to renew it later again in the 1800s, and maybe that's the background for the writing of that poem. Another one written by Babylonian Hacham, Rabbi Shaul Levi, is an interesting poem which combines the 3 languages. Every stanza starts with Hebrew, moves to Arabic, to the vernacular Arabic, Judeo-Arabic of the Iraqis, and then ends with Hebrew or Aramaic. So the first one reads, Yah Yoshev Bishmei Aliyah, he who is enthroned on high, that's in Hebrew. Fikina min kil biliya min Haman ibn al-Mishwiya, save us from all our enemies, from Haman, the son of she who is roasted. It's like a light-headed stanza for Purim. Hu Haman ben Amedata, he's Haman, the son of Amedata. Sha'at kam ratza levala, that's in Hebrew, when he wanted to destroy Am Yisrael, the Jews. Ibn lam taqtaq lim qalla yaqasqas bistan wa inshallah, he is the son of one who will be destroyed, literally exploded. He chops the trees down and destroys them, meaning he deserves the punishment. Muharam hu uvar shematai, should be excommunicated, and this is how the rest of the poem follows. Obviously, it was one that invited people to laugh a little bit on Purim. Finally, in Babylonian tradition, but also in the broader Sephardic tradition, the poem by Rabbi Shlomo ibn Gabirol is sung. The acronym is here Shlomo as the name of the author, and the background of the poem is that Rabbi Shlomo ibn Gabirol was invited for a feast. It was very common in Spain at the time for people to write songs about wine, drinking songs. In that case, allegedly the host was stingy, so he didn't provide enough wine for the revelers, and eventually they ran out of wine and had to drink water. So Rabbi Shlomo on the spot Shlomo ben Gabirol took a goblet full of water and composed the following song that mocks the host for being stingy and not providing wine to the people. He says this: there are 70 heroes, and that's the numerical value of wine, but they were defeated by 90 warriors, which 90 is the numerical value of water. One cannot sing anymore because his mouth is full of water. And then the second stanza: how can one enjoy the food when there is water in the goblets in front of the people? In the third stanza, he makes fun of the name of the host, Moshe. He says the original Moshe dried or split the waters of the Sea of Reeds and turned the rivers of Egypt into blood, but this Moshe, our host, drips or flows with water. In the fourth stanza, he says, I am like a frog croaking and singing the song of water. And he concludes by saying that the host will turn into a hermit, will drink no wine, and he and his descendants will be people who draw water. Again, this is a light-headed song, it's humor. This is the tune in which it is sung in the Sephardic tradition. Ki chalodayeni terada'eni, ki chalodayeni terada'eni, ki chalodayeni terada'eni, palgei ma'im, palgei ma'im, shiv'im hema hagiborim, vayachhidu mitish'im mesarim, shavtu shirim kifei sharim, male ma'im, לחם لا אוכל לכי יטעם, או אכלחך מאכל ינעם, עד בגביעים לפני העם, יותן מים, מי ים סוף בן העם רמהוביש, ואורי מצרים הבאיש, אכן כי זה משה האיש, יזל מים, הנני רע לצפרדע, עמו אזעק ושבע, כי חמו ביודע, שיר המים, נזיר יהיה לבני מותו, כי בני רחב יהיה דתו, יהיו בניו ובני ביתו, שואבי מים. So have a happy Purim. Remember, there's no mitzvah to drink, and to the contrary, it could be a transgression, a sin, to get drunk. One can drink a little bit, one can skip drinking altogether, and if one drinks, have to act responsibly, have a designated driver. The main thing about Purim is being safe and celebrate and be joyful and happy, not through drinking, but by telling the story and thinking of messages and sharing our abundance with friends and family and the poor and the needy. That is the spirit of Purim. I hope you all have a wonderful and joyous Purim.